hear this, you are not alone. This is the resistance.
I want to take a minute here and apologize for my rude and angry tone at the end of my second video there. It does get frustrating. So now that we understand that I'm just not a lunatic, and that I'm a little upset about what I'm seeing and what's happening, let's talk about actions. Nonviolent, civil disobedient actions. Things that might raise awareness. People have always asked, why do people do these stupid freaking protests? Why does this happen? You ever notice that sometimes these some bitches get media coverage? You ever notice that if you do it long enough, and just enough things get disrupted, the media starts really going out of control trying to figure stuff out? You ever notice that? You ever think there was a method to the protesting madness? Richard Wright has already released the docs on his adversaries. He has. I didn't do it, he did. We know every doctor that he's dealing with. We know all the people that he's dealing with. You got names, and we got phone books. Names and phone books normally lead to addresses. In that video I posted a way back, it's called the Wayseer's Manifesto. There's a sentence in that manifesto. I was kind of hoping you guys would catch on to it. It says that the way of the Wayseer is to comfort the disturbed and to disturb the comfortable. Not hurt them. Disturb them. Show them what an inconvenience in their life can really be. These doctors, they live somewhere, guys. You want to protest? Location, location, location. You have to pick the right place. Do you know where I learned that from? A lovely 60-year-old African-American woman, in protest, in public, stripped naked, changed a few laws along the way because of what she'd done. And other people said, well, I've been protesting and I've stripped naked and it never worked. And do you know what her reply to that was? You just didn't get naked in the right place. That's all. So using that ideology, not asking people to go out and get naked, man. You've seen the weather out there? Bundle up, it's cold. But you get my point. So, you're going to find PEI City Hall, and that'll be your base. Set up a mild version of Occupy there, if you have to. Do a little Occupy research, you know how they did it. So use your home base as City Hall. If you really want to be smart about it, you can go one step further and find somebody with public property, with private property, close to City Hall that will allow you to set up a base. Well, why would you do that? The cops can evict you from City Hall. They can evict you from someone's private property if they don't ask them to. So just be smart about it. Location, location, location. So you set up your base camp in a spot in which that you know you are safe. Now that you know that you are safe there, don't be an idiot. Okay? Stop fucking rocket surgery, guys. If you got a base camp set up on someone's private property, no drugs, no alcohol, no violence. Not hard to go through. Now, if you want to spark up a joint while you're walking down the street, be at the tail end of the protest. You're just another civilian smoking a joint. You can't be associated to the protest. Work within the loopholes. Don't be idiots about it. Be as intelligent and as sound as possible. So now that you have your base camp where you guys meet up every day, you guys start talking. PEI is small. You can reach anywhere in that province 3 hours in a vehicle. Okay? Find the addresses and protest. Pick your time right. Protest there early in the morning when you know the doc's got to leave the house. Don't let him leave his driveway. Of course they're going to call the cops, and of course you're going to be dissipated, and you're going to be asked to move, and the doctor will still get out of his driveway. But he'll have a tale to tell when he gets to work. And the cops will have to do a report. They'll have to do these things. And guess what? The media is going to cover you too. You know how you get that? You let the media know 2 hours before you're going to do it. It's not complex, guys. Everybody likes bad news. You find the arresting officer. The one that responded. Not the one. And so much so that you could even contact the officers from Halifax. You know, the ones that chose not to arrest him when they detained him. And yet the ones in PEI decided to detain him for mental reasons. So you contact the officers in Halifax and ask them the professional opinion of the situation. And then you find the officers that actually detained him in PEI, and you do the same thing to them as you did to the doctors. Okay? Now, once you got your morning run out of the way, you work your way down to the hospital itself. Nobody is hurting anybody at this point. And watch it grow. That's all you got to do. It's not rocket surgery, guys. You get foot soldiers on the ground in the protest lane. You get some active, intelligent people taking care of the finances. Once you get his lawyer involved, you can make his lawyer take care of his finances for him. Not rocket surgery. You guys can pull this off. It's not hard, it's just time-consuming, and probably one of the biggest headaches you're ever going to encounter in a very long time. What makes it worse is that you never thought that you were going to have to do this for such a trivial cause. I'm sorry for that. But the country's kind of going to shit right now. So, direct protesting action, first step. You don't like what the results are? Step it up a notch. Contact I Don't Know More. Ask out what they did at the shale gas protests. Ask them what got them their recognition, why everybody knows who they are. Figure it out, guys. You can do it. I have faith in you. Just pull yourselves together. Don't let this negative situation bring a negative connotation to the positive solutions that are to be had. It's not over yet. They're going to keep him for at least 28 days. So keep tabs on him and make sure they don't cut communications. Make sure somebody can always contact him. Now, I didn't want to address it, but we have to make sure that it is said. Any family members that are minors, we are with you, but you cannot release any more information in regards to your family unless it is a written letter directly from Mr. Wright himself. It's going to get skewed fast when the media gets a hold of this. We do not want the media rifling through people's ideas, finding a few ideas that were never acted upon, that were suggested by people, and using those things to tarnish what you guys are working on. So minors, be very careful with the words that you're going to use when you express yourself. These guys have done years of university training to make grown men and women look like fools with their ideas. Do not think that you will be excluded from this hypocrisy. The second a child passes the age of 8, which is the age of accountability in this country, you can be subpoenaed to take the stand. The less you say, the less you have to explain. So be very careful with the moves that are coming up next, guys. Much love. I love everything you guys are doing, and I know it's a lot of hard work. Don't give up. Peace.